Okay. So last time we have discussed about the SCD type 1, right? Okay. So already I have shown you this. First we are truncating the table, correct? So I'm just recalling once again so that we can go ahead with the another step. Okay. And now we have discussed about the SCD type 1, and in this first what we are doing, we are loading the data, we are truncating the data from the stage table, and then we are inserting the data from the source table. Okay, this is our source table, right? And after that, what we are doing, wherever based on the custom key, if the data matches, then we are deleting the data from the dimension table, and then again from the same stage table we are loading the data into dim customer table. This is what we discussed, and we have written we are loading the data based on the current timestamp. Okay, so and we have added the last time this exception as well, in case if there is any error or something we can capture that also. So that also we have captured here. So this is called the SCD type 1 we implemented. This is the basic one. Okay, we don't have a control table enablement here. We are not capturing any logs and nothing we are doing. Just we are loading the data. Okay, whether job succeeded, whether job is what is the record count, stage to stage, what is the record count, that everything we didn't have here. Okay, just we are loading the data. In the stage table, we are doing flush and fill, and another table we are doing, uh, loading the data into final table based on the custom key. I mean, primary key. Okay, that is what we have discussed. Now, I'm going to discuss about the SCD type 2. Okay, this SCD type 2 also, it is very, very important. And as you created all the SCD type 1 procedures, okay, similarly, this is also same, but a little bit change. Okay, let me go to the example, and then we will discuss, we'll create a procedure similarly for the same dimension customer only, our dim customer. We will use the same flow, but a little bit different. So that we will close today this one. Okay, let me open Excel sheet. So I'll explain the data, how the data will be retrieved, and how we can implement the SCD type 1. Okay, for example, now number, name, location. For example, these three columns we will take now. And this is start date. Okay, this is the so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and if location Rajoli, and the start date is, for example, 20 03 04 1985. Okay, and end date is just for now we don't know, for example. And similarly, there is 1, 2, 4. Whereas Rajoli, okay, 03 something 03 05 1999. For example, like this we'll keep. Now this is our source data. Okay. In the dimension table, when we load the data, what I want here is, I want in the dimension table number, name, location, okay, start date, end date, and then flag. Okay, so this date and insert GMT timestamp. Okay, this one I need actually. So this start date, end date, and flag. How this will be? What is my requirement? That you just understand the concept now. So first time I the data received from the source like this, right? What I will do, I'll create a stage table. So in the stage table, it is always flush and fill. Okay. Only I'll have a extra column is here. Just insert the empty timestamp. insert geometry timestamp, I will have additional column. So what I will do, I'll do the flush and fill. I'll load the data here, and today I have loaded, right? For example, today data it will insert 28 12 2024. Okay, so this, and here also what I will do, same, I mean the data will be loaded as it is in the dimension table, and this insert geometry timestamp under insert geometry timestamp. Okay, and here okay, end date will be default. Okay, 31 12, okay, 999, like this. This is the default date, okay, for these guys. And the flag is white. It means active. So we will insert, we need to insert the data like this while loading the data. Okay, now in case if there is any change, okay, I'll give this 20, for example. 20 I'll give instead of for 20, 28 I'll give like this. Hmm. Now I'll this data also I'll keep it as it is here instantly. So for example today, okay, Hanif got moved to some other location. Okay, Hanif got moved to HYD. And there is no update for this one, so we didn't get, and then we got the new record. Okay, and this guy is 10, for example. And it is something 12, 12, 19, 1995, 96 or whatever. Okay, now we got this data. In this test table, what we do, it is flush and fill from our end, right? Okay, I'll load the as it is, and the date will be updated. Okay, 28, 28. Now here I got the update here. Okay, and one more thing is we need to create a surrogate key here. SQL, keep it surrogate key. So this is one. It will create a two. Okay. Now generally what will happen here? Okay. Now we got the update here, right? So here in the SCD type one, what we have done based on the employee number, we deleted the data. Okay, we deleted the data directly and reinserted the data. But now in the SCD type one, we need to keep all history data as well. Okay, so what we do first, we use this stage table as a lookup, and we check whether do I have any data or not. Okay, in case if there is any active flag. If I have an active flag, then only I need to pull. It means what I have to write a query, select, okay, dim table where, okay, flag equal to y. If I keep like this, what will happen? I'll get only active data, right here. So then what I will do, only matching records I'll take from this table, stage table. Okay. So now only matching records, what I have, 1, 2, 3, I have. So first what I will do, I'll take this data. I mean, only 1, 2, 3 I have matched here, right? I will, whatever the data I have pulled out here, right? I will take this data, and then what I will do, here I have a default date here. So I will update to here day -1. Okay, today 28, right? 27, I'll make the change here because he is now ended actually. I mean this Rajoli, he left from the Rajoli. So 2024 I'll update, and then I will update here also n. And this record also update record. I will have an update here. Updated date. Okay. In this updated date, I will keep 28 12 2024. I will update like this. Okay. And already I have a data here, not an issue. Okay. But existing record, first I need to update based on like this. And 1 to 5, there is no record, right? What I will do, I need to insert as a new. So this record, what I will do, I will insert the data again here. Okay. And end date will be again default date here. And the flag also default Y. And here also it is a 28. Okay. Now this 25 also new record, right? This also we need to insert. Okay. And this is also default date. Default date. And for this sequence, what we need to do, we need to generate maximum sequence number 3 and 4. Okay, this is always unique record here. But here, when you see, right, here, now you see here, already this particular record, okay, start date. This start date. Hmm. This is the end date is here, start date. Okay. Hmm. Like this. Okay. So now, oh, sorry for this one. For this one. Okay. Here is the start date 28. Okay. 28. Okay. 28 is the start date here. Okay. So this particular record was there actually till 27. But now he moved to Hyderabad from 28 onwards. Again, this end date will be as it is. Now, if you see overall, if you filter the data for Hanif, okay, or for any 123 employee, now what you will get total history if you want to see, okay, you will get two records. Okay, earlier the starting period from ending period. So 1985 to 2024, he was lived in Rajoli, and December 28th onwards, he moved to Hyderabad. So based on the start date and date, we can assume how many years he was there in Rajoli, and when he left from Rajoli also by using this we can identify. As well as if you select a flag, why you will get all active records. Okay. Now if you see here, I'm just selecting here. Okay. You will get all active records. See, only these are all active records. So this is actually, if you see here, if you select only flag Y, it is kind of a SCD type 1 because latest data only you have here. Okay. But if you unselect this, you will get the history as also same. It means what in SCD type 1, what we do, if I have 1, 2, 3 already, what I will do, I'll delete and I will insert same data and newer data. But here we are not deleting any data in the SCD type 2. What we do, we will just update the older record and then we will insert the new record. So if there is any match between the dimension table and stage table, those records what we do, we will identify first and we will modify, we'll update the data. Okay. And then we reinsert the data. So this is how we implement the SCD type 2. Okay. So now you see, in case if you want to identify the range, date range from how many years he was there and how many years he left, I mean after he left, that also using the start date and date you can identify. Like this, what we need to do, we need to update this kind of information. Okay. So this will help you to get all the SCD, all the employee details, history of employee details. After 1 year, if you move to Chennai, okay, so the latest record and active will be Chennai. And if you want to see the history, you will get the history where he was in the past. So like this, we can identify the data. So why this is required and where we use this use case means, if you come to the use case, for example, okay, now I am running a one shop. Okay, I am running a one shop. Under shop, for example, okay, 2021, okay, till 2022, for example. Okay, I have given some 100 products to 20 rupees, for example. Okay, this is the start date, end date, and this is quantity, and this is amount. Okay, unit price amount, unit price amount, and this is total amount. Hmm? Okay, this is total quantity. Like this we have, huh? And customer ID is 123, for example. Okay, so now actually, if you want to see this, huh? In this date range for this customer for 100 quantity, total 100 quantity, you have sold to 20 rupees for each. So when I total when I multiply with the total quantity and unit price, it will become 2000. It means in this date range you have selected the date range between this range. Okay, and after 1 year, after 23rd, for example, same customer, okay, 2022, 2023, and 2024, for the same 100 quantity, you have given 50 rupees for unit price, and when it becomes 50 into 100, it becomes 5,000, right? Generally, if you see for the same 1 to 3 employee, okay, in the past, in this what period he purchased the, okay, unit price as a 20 and unit price as a 50, so we can identify by using this start date ended flag. Okay, using the history as well. So when he was there, actually this was purchased in Rajoli, for example. Okay, and this was purchased in Hyderabad, for example. Let's assume like this, so that you can, when you look up this data with this table, what you will get exactly, okay, the between the date range, right? Okay, you will get the Rajoli and Hyderabad, so that you can identify in Rajoli, when was there in Rajoli, what is the unit price, and when you move to Hyderabad, same product, what is the unit price. So like this, we can calculate year by year calculations. Why this is required? Because if you say, if you go any financial companies, okay, so based on the year by year, they change the fixed rate, interest rates, right? Accordingly, what year he got the interest rate for that period, okay, we can identify for the same customer. Total, if you want, yes, that is different scenario. But if you want to check year by year, then you need history, okay, and where he was there and branches, everything, okay. So, for example, if we keep, for example, I'll tell you, this is a bank, okay, this is a bank, and you have done some transactions, and if you are keeping this information, the SCD type on, SCD SCD type 1, if you are keeping the history data and not latest data. For example, he is there in Rajoli. Hmm? Now, for this entire data, when you look up this, right, what will happen? You will get Rajoli, hmm? And for the bill also, Rajoli. You will get same. In case, if you are keeping period by period, okay, SCD type 2, then when you join this based on the period, then what you will get? You will get for this particular 2022, in which branch he was taken, then it will come Rajoli. Okay. And 21, 23 to 24, he purchased or he taken the loan or everything. So from the same branch, same bank, but location is different. So similarly, we can identify. Otherwise, what will happen if you keep only Rajoli, right? Even though if you purchase from the Hyderabad, you will get Rajoli. Okay. So that is the reason what we do. We will use the SCD type 2 in such cases if you want to have a history. Okay. History level, if you want to see any measures or any calculations, then you require SCD type 2. Do we really use this SCD type 2 concept in real time? Means yes. Sometimes it depends on the your sales data or depending on the your information, right? Where you are storing. For example, let's take Aadhaar card. okay, or PAN card, or a date of birth for kids. If you are changing the addresses one by one, right? Government will keep that history, okay, in which period you are there, where you are there, and now where you moved, everything they will have all the details, okay. But when you just check in the front end, you will get the latest data only. But for government, right, you will get they will get all details where you are there, what was there earlier, and now what is got updated. So like this, they will keep all history of for each employee. Okay. But ACD type 1, what will happen? You will get only latest record. Okay. If you whether you are past where you are there, it does not matter for ACD type 1. Okay. Where you are currently, that is important for the ACD type 1. So like this, if I keep the data, for example, currently I'm in Bangalore, for example. But if I keep my latest record, Bangalore, for past also it will show Bangalore only, because, but I was lived in Rajouli or some other location. I was there, Karnool, I was there in Hyderabad, but it will not show anything. It will show only Bangalore only. But I want detail level. So if you do any investigation also, what polices or CID officers they do, where he was there, in which period he was there, something kind of information they will gather, right, for the candidate. So similarly, this ACD type 2 also, it will capture all the data, okay, period by period, where he was there with the date range. Okay. So current employee where he was there to identify, you just select a flag so that latest data you will get. But you want to see history of that employee, history that of customer, then you need to select the particular customer so that based on the date range, you can see the differences where he lived, where he moved to location. So for that, what you need to do, you need to implement a queries to, uh, to implement this ACD type 2. SCD type 2 is nothing but it maintains history of the employee. Okay. He will not store only the latest information of that employee. He will keep the history of history of employee. But in SCD type 1, he will store only the he will keep only the latest information, like entire employees information, latest information. Okay. So that is the difference, between the SCD type 1, SCD type 2. Now, this theoretical part, we need to convert that into SQL part, so that every day if you run the data, it will change accordingly. Okay. So whenever you get update, it will change to the respective way. So that way we need to implement. Now, we have seen here, okay, SCD type 1. Using same dim customer table, we will change accordingly, record by record or something we will change, and we will see same dim customer table, how we can convert into SCD type 1. Sometimes in interview, you will get this kind of question also. For example, I have developed SCD type 1, but I want to change it to SCD type 2. Is it possible for us to convert that from SCD type 1 to type 2? Means yes, we can. Similar question in reverse way also they may ask. I am having the SCD type 2, but I want to convert that into SCD type 1. Will I able to do? Means yes, you can able to do. That also possible. Okay. But this kind of issues, this kind of scenarios you may get into in interview. I don't say 100% they will ask, but definitely yes, you will get this kind of issue. Okay. I mean, you will face this kind of questions in the interview. Okay. So now, so here, same query how we have done. Similarly, what we do, we will implement SCD type 1 phase by phase. Step by step we will do. Okay. For example, if this call disconnected, okay, please raise hand again. Let's complete at least half of the portion today. SCD type 2. So whatever I'm explaining, right? Similarly, you can see same kind of scenario in real time as well. Okay, exactly same. The scenario, whatever I'm explaining, right? Similarly, you can see the same. There won't be much difference. So if you know how to implement SCD type 1 and type 2, then in interview you can able to success easily. Okay, so let's start preparing the table first. So for a customer, I can use the same structure of this stage customer. Okay, I'll use the same customer table, but for the dim customer, I'll create a new. Okay, but I'll take these columns as it is. Okay, I'll take these columns as it is. Okay, uh, first I need to take the DDL. Okay, describe table stage underscore customer. Okay, this two are enough. Okay, so this is the column names and data type. So what I will do after this, I'll keep this one as down. Now here, okay, start date. First I'll give a flag. It's a varchar. Flag length is only one only. Y or n we are keeping, right? Start date, timestamp. Okay, end date. This is also timestamp. Okay, and here I need to add one more key. Okay, yes, yes underscore key. Sorry, with key. It's a number here. Okay, and insert empty timestamp. Okay, and update empty timestamp. Okay, this is the and here my table name is dim customer SCD type 2. Okay, this is the my table name. Now I will execute this. If needed, I'll alter the table. Okay. I'll create a new pad here. Okay, and I'm selecting this here. I'm just creating it. Okay. Notepad plus plus. One minute. Okay. So now what we do, we will create a table. Okay. let me create a table. First, I'll copy paste these columns. Okay. I have copied. Hmm. What's it? Table. Okay. Table name. Dim underscore customer SCD type 2. Okay. Open bracket. And here is close bracket. And this one, what we need to do, we need to copy paste here. Okay. Table created now. Okay. Now let me create a stored procedure here. Here itself I'll create a stored procedure. Then we will copy one by one. Create or replace procedure. Procedure name dim underscore customer SCD type 2. If needed, we will add a parameters. No? Returns string language SQL as declare begin. Okay. And okay. Here, yeah, what I will do first, already I have copied it. Here, what I will do, I'll take the same statement from the procedure. Okay, one second. Okay, I'm just copy pasting the same step. Step one, performing flush and fill stage customer table, cleaning the table. Okay, before the data load. Okay, we will change language to SQL. Okay, yeah. Okay, now here what I will do, source I will change the okay, because we need to change the data sometimes it requires, right? Okay, so what I will do, temp I'll keep temp underscore customer. Okay, I'm changing this table. I will copy this. Okay, now I will copy. You just say no. I will do. I will take the temporary table creation here. The table created here and creating a temp table. Create temp underscore customer as selected from same table. And I will take the table. I will create the table. Table created. Select count star count one from temp customer table. Okay. 1,50,000 records got loaded. Okay. So now what I will do, I created here, right? So this table I have changed here. I'm using same stage customer, but let's create. Okay, let it be as it is. Now what I will do, I'll give end here. Okay, step by step we will go. Okay, and declare begin. Okay, this is fine. And here I am just executing this step so that you will get some idea. Hmm? Okay, let me remove this declare for now. Okay, now proceed. Call will be disconnected in 1 minute. Okay, please rejoin again. Okay, I didn't keep any written under, right? So that is the reason. Select start from stage underscore customer. It will disconnect in 1 minute. Please join. Date you can see, date will be changed here. 27, yesterday's date 14, 21, 14. Okay. So this is how now how we will implement STD type 2, we will see. Okay. So now in 1 minute it will be disconnected. Please